Hello everyone, I'm Bruffy1322 and welcome to the very first episode of the Choking Hazard podcast. The first things first, I need to introduce my two co-hosts. We have, first of all, a man who has been watching my channel since before I had maybe a couple of thousand subs. He's a true OG. He's famous for crazy donation sounds that we've had over the years, such as this one. Let's play this.
Where are all the white women at?
It's a classic, and one of the most recent
How's it
ones.
going, guys? It's Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5, the 5th installation of Grand Theft Auto 5 online video,
We have, of course, Mr. RDT33.
Here I am.
There we go.
Everybody's ready. Oh boy.
Everybody's ready. Here we go. Here we go.
Apple juice. Just apple juice. Everyone knows I'm addicted.
RDT
But I'm not who they
hype.
want to see anyway.
We're good to go. Okay, so that is RDT down there. That's RDT. The RDT face reveal. This is technically an RDT face reveal, I guess you could say.
Yes, technically.
Yeah. There it is. There's the chat. And my other co-host, a lot of people have been asking for his face reveal as well, and we're going to get it in this podcast. He is the man behind the multi-class endurance championship shenanigans. He is an expert at making people think that he does all the work when really it's Blade Cruiser who does it all. It is, of course, your favourite other streamer besides me, Mr. Sugar-Free Nos. There it is. There it is. Mr. Sugar-Free Nos with the face reveal. This is it.
You like the shirt and the hat here?
Now it's
Good
podcast.
good combination, I think.
There it is. There it is. Alabama frat boy.
And beautiful 60 FPS.
And the chat goes wild.
I got to point out, right? Okay, we've done the introductions now. There's the chat. The chat goes wild.
The chat has gone
I can
wild.
chill now. I
chat
can
goes
chill. I
wild.
was stressing about this first 2 minutes of the podcast because I needed to get everything right. I needed to get the introductions right. I needed to make sure. I actually did choke. I messed up because I didn't have the window open. So RDT was like just frozen on the screen, and I had to do that quickly. But
That's fantastic.
now
That's a
that
great
now
way to
that
start.
we're done with that, we can chill out a little. I can chill out a little bit anyway.
Yeah, I gotta say, the butterflies, they were real in the starting seconds.
with that introduction, the introduction's giving you a bit of butterflies in the stomach.
A little bit.
Good.
A little nervous.
That's a
not
good
gonna lie.
introduction. You did a good job there. You did a very good job. I'll give you credit for
I
that.
just shout funny things.
Yeah, you're bad.
I thought I did okay. I mean, I did kind of. I thought up of the introductions and what I was gonna say. Like
All
when
our
I was
credentials,
shaving,
you got
actually,
them
when I
all,
was shaving 20 minutes before we started the stream, and that was when I thought up of what I was doing when I was stood there in front of the mirror shaving, and I thought, oh, that I'll say something like that, and then I just ad-libbed it. But here we
Yeah, I
are.
was wondering
You know-
what you were shaving, because, I mean,
Please.
from what I know, you don't really grow. Or do
See,
you?
this is what we. This is how it's going to go for the rest of the time with the podcast. This is it. This is
funny
what
that
this
you
is what
say
we've got.
that. It's funny that you say that you were watching something while you were shaving, because I was rewatching something while I was shaving, and it goes in with the face reveal. A man, I respect a lot. I respect
Southern
him a lot.
gentleman.
He's been a big part of my life for 3 years. He said this when he did his face reveal. If there are any females in the area that want a piece of this, I'm right here.
Ooh.
I did do that. We're gonna. That's something that we're gonna talk about the face reveals, right? We are gonna talk about that later on. I've got an idea of what we're gonna go through. Face reveals. That's gonna be a topic of today's podcast. It's gotta be. But
Got it.
Face reveals
I
in
did
general?
say that during my face reveal. I'm well impressed that you've decided to say that. RDT
Yeah, I
does
knew
have
I
an
had
awesome
to.
background. He does. He's gonna like draw things on that, and it's gonna be different every week. And
Every week it's gonna be different. I think I'm gonna add or something new. Then we'll find out how the chat.
yeah. All right. So the obviously this is the first episode, so it's. I imagine that if this ever gets to being like, if we ever do this for like a year, and we look back at the first episode, we're going to look back and think, oh my god, this is so cringy, it was all terrible, we don't have a clue what we were doing. So
Maybe
anybody who's watching this newly, who maybe watches or
happy
listens
with
to
what I've got.
podcasts, keep that in mind, that we don't know what we're doing. This is the first time doing this. But we had to just do it to get it done, because I mean, how long has this been?
Just to get it done.
It's been a long time
This thing has
coming.
been postponed like 2 months.
And then
this
even
point.
before then, Nos has been bugging me about a podcast for it seems like over a year now.
I think it's like 3. Somewhere
3
around
years, okay.
Well,
fair
the
enough.
earliest recording. When did you look back at your GTA 4 videos on stream? When did you do that?
Oh,
I think
God.
someone tweeted like that they saw me suggest the podcast in the chat.
Oh,
there.
Yeah, I did see that.
So that might be the earliest known. That
probably is. I don't know when it was.
For a podcast. That's
Yeah.
a nice window AC unit. Yeah, man, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. We live in a trailer here. It doesn't work.
So yeah, we should explain a little bit about the podcast and how it's come to be. Like, for anybody who is watching this and thinking, what on earth are these guys doing? Doing a podcast. Like, we have had 3 episodes of a
We don't
podcast
know.
already, but it was kind of a preliminary podcast. It was called the What Are You Doing podcast, because of my famous donation sound from the first episode of the 2015 real life racing series, when I raged at someone in real life. And it
always
was kind of
dangerous.
just, it was off the cuff. It just happened. The first episode was when I did the Criminal Mastermind challenge on Xbox, and we streamed it all day, just a full stream. It was Crazy Man and Calavera. I think, was it Malice in that as well? And
Blue Eye Malice.
and Nos
Yeah,
came in
Malice is
later
there.
on and declared that it was the first episode of the podcast, and
Yeah.
that kind of started it. And then we had the second episode. That was during the heist, when I was doing the heist back to back to get money. That was was that the second or the third episode?
No, that might have been the first one. The second one was when you did the Criminal Mastermind on Xbox One, and then the third one was most recent. I believe that's the way it went, but I
Okay.
could be wrong.
I'm sure the Criminal Mastermind was the first one.
Was it?
Yeah,
Anyway,
I'm pretty sure that
there,
was.
there
It might
are
have been.
there
You
are
might be right.
all 3 of those podcasts are on the second channel. So for anyone watching this on YouTube, I'll leave the links to
Check
them in the
those out.
description.
Those are gold,
but
too.
They are
Yeah,
they
those
are
are pretty
there.
good.
You might have to skip like 4 hours into the 7-hour long video of the Criminal Mastermind to find it. But the second and the third episodes are definitely just as there as a whole. But that's kind of how it came to be, and that's what's led to this right now.
Do my dating site pose. So someone.
and oh yeah, that's something that I should say. We at some point during this podcast, we're gonna have to crowd fund RDT a new camera.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
This
okay,
isn't-
it's
this isn't
acceptable,
very
but
good.
we could
It's
do a little bit
acceptable.
better, I think.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit.
So yeah, and
GoFundMe.
we've been talking about it for like a year to maybe longer. We've done these little things, and finally I've been badgered into it enough to do it, and we are here.
I've annoyed you enough that
Yeah.
you finally just decided let's do it.
And we're gonna do it every Friday, and that's what the Friday streams are gonna be. We're gonna do like an hour and a half of the podcast, and then I'm gonna do my usual non-GTA Friday stream where I just play different games and whatnot. But the podcast is gonna be every Friday, and then it will get uploaded to YouTube every Monday. And then if people want the audio versions of it, we'll obviously look
Yeah,
into
we can
that.
work that out.
Yeah.
Put it on iTunes or Spotify. Not Spotify. What am I thinking? SoundCloud.
Oh,
The
no.
other S word.
Yeah. So, okay, so we talked about that. The first episode's just going to be chilled out. You know, we're planning to bring in new segments as we go. It's going to be a typical Bruffy style thing where we don't really know what we're doing. We're just going to go into it as we go, figure out what works, what doesn't work, and each episode might be a little bit different. But Sweet Home Alabama is on Spotify. It is, but yeah, the idea with having the chat over there still is that this whole podcast is going to be very community oriented. I think.
It's for you guys.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be entertaining. Hopefully it is.
Yeah, it's been one of those things that not only Nos, but everybody in the chat has been badgering me about when's the
everybody
podcast,
has
when's
wanted
the
it for a
podcast, and
while.
I never really wanted it to be just for people talking about various topics without any other input. I think that one of the best parts of my streams in general is the community that we have going on around here, and you guys who watch and type in the chat, and that's what makes my stream special, and hopefully that's what's going to make the podcast special as well. So we're going to keep the chat there during the streams, and we're going to hopefully have
We'll
a
interact
segment
with it as
every
well.
week. What?
That'll be a thing. We'll interact with it as well.
Yeah,
Like,
we're going to
not just
interact with the
ignore
chat.
it.
We're going to answer the chat. We're going to, talk to the chat. Like I said, I'm going to ignore the subs and the donations whilst they happen. I'll come to them at the end of the stream, but that's just so I don't get like totally distracted when I'm talking about something else. But if we see anything, I'll mention it. But yeah, and then we're planning to do sort of a Q&A, question and answer type thing, and a segment where you guys can come into Discord and ask a question, and then we'll talk about it, something like that. We'll do that as a recurring thing every
Next
week.
week.
That's a plan.
Well, that'll
From
be
next week onwards. Yeah, we're just doing an introductory one this episode, but and then also the guests. The guests, we're gonna aim to have a guest. So down there where the Choking Hazard podcast symbol is, we're aiming to have a guest there instead every single week, and it's not going to be, typical podcast famous people. Maybe once or twice if someone wants to come on who you guys might know, who has more subscribers or whatever, then maybe we'll put them on. But in general, we kind of want to have you guys, people from the community, mods, regulars, people who are just around and want to get in and chat. That's what we're going with it, and it's going to be a very community-oriented podcast.
Yeah, because that's why it's on Friday, because that's when all the true Bruffy fans show up. So that's who it's for.
All the true
So
Bruffy and
that's
Haas.
why Friday is the perfect day.
That is it.
Speaking of the chat gets to make a choice: hat or no hat. It's your choice. Come on,
Free the
spam to your
curls.
heart's
I vote
content.
free the curl. Hashtag free the curls.
Free the curls.
I
do
quite like
like
the
the curly
hat.
hair.
I
that
quite like
is
the hat.
true.
I don't know. It's going to be
It's a
interesting to
hard
see how the
choice.
chat goes with this.
You'll have to wear it every single podcast, though.
Yeah,
I mean-
that's why that's why I don't want to keep it. Is because I know that I'll have
Oh
to wear it
my
every time.
God. Jesus.
Oh my god.
That is overwhelmingly positive for the hat.
Yeah, I think the people get what they want. I suppose.
Hat stays, Nos goes. It's like the chair.
just put the hat on the chair.
Oh,
It's just gonna be Nas's hat.
Put it on
Buffy's
upside
chair.
down. I could put it on sideways. There you go. That worked
And
for
a
you.
fish.
Okay, I think the hat has to stay.
Yeah, the hat has to stay for the first episode, I guess. So
Speaking of the chair, I was looking at other chairs at Insomnia.
I saw you.
saw
I saw
that.
some explicit videos of you
was-
cheating on your chair. I
That
saw
was controversial. There was an outcry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, people have got to realize it's got to happen at some point. I've had this chair ever since I started doing YouTube and Twitch. It's going to get to the end of its lifespan at some point.
It's an immortal being. They're not.
I
there's
disagree.
No lifespan
My hat,
on a chair.
my hat. Well, this hat is very old, but this chair that I'm in is like 5 years old, and it's fine. So I disagree.
You're not gonna have to put the chair down like an old dog. It's a
Take it
chair.
out behind the barn.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, but see, this is the thing. If I ever get a chair sponsor now, they're gonna get so much hate. It's probably not worth. That's why I don't have a chair sponsor. Probably they look at my channel and realize, oh my god, we are gonna get so much hate if we sponsor this guy. We can't do it.
Send the chair to me. I'm in a wicker chair right now. If anyone needs this setup, it's me.
Okay, so we're not,
I'm using a crappy webcam on my laptop, sitting in a wicker chair. I've got a fish behind me. Come on.
so we're going to be crowdfunding not only the webcam but the chair as well. And is that what's going to happen?
Maybe pay my rent too. I don't know. My student loans. That would be great.
the poor student.
Just that's it.
The poor student. Look, the poor student. I'm living in the damn trailer, you people. Come on. If anyone needs to be crowdfunded, it's me.
Here we go.
window
Okay,
in your
let's
house.
wait until we're established a
No,
little
it
bit before we
doesn't
start.
work, RDT. It doesn't work. It's broken because, of course, it is. Every trailer comes stock with a broken AC unit in the window.
No cold air for not.
No.
Oh my
Constantly
God,
90
chat.
degrees.
The chat is on. I've never seen the chat on this much form. This is quality. This is so good.
Of course they are.
What was I going to go on to?
Just completely lost.
Oh yeah, the kind of things that we're going to be talking about on the podcast. Obviously GTA, because we all play GTA. That's the central game that brought us all together and brought everybody.
Whether we think it's good or bad.
Yeah, good and bad. Yeah, we'll rip GTA New One every time it does something stupid as well. But we're gonna talk about GTA gaming in general. We'll talk about different games, things that we're playing, things that we like, and maybe any gaming news or controversies or anything like that. YouTube, Twitch, the platforms themselves, talk about that kind of stuff. Racing, maybe racing as a wider topic.
Lots of stuff.
And like I say, the community-oriented stuff as well. So it's going to be three guys talking. Really, that's how you would.
Sometimes four.
Sometimes four.
Yeah, sometimes four.
Sometimes there might be a female.
More often than not, it'll probably be. It might be. There might be a female.
You might get a grill.
You might get lucky one week.
Well, that's the only reason I'm doing Twitch is to find women.
All right. Okay. You're trying to follow in my footsteps.
That's always been my goal.
So we will more often than not have a guest. There might always the requirement to have a face cam was always a requirement that I set out for the main hosts. So I made sure that Nos, who was a little bit not all about the face cam originally.
I don't like it. I don't like
but
face cams.
if you're going to be a host on my podcast, you're going to have a face cam, but it's not a requirement for the guests. So guests can come on and we can just put like a logo down there or something like that instead. Will Jerry show up?
He showed up yesterday in our pre-stream.
He did.
But
oh, did he?
I think he's off to see his girlfriend.
Paying attention.
Good old Jerry.
Screw Jerry. He's no fun anyway.
So yeah, let's talk about the face reveal. Now that we're here, this is it. ADT's face. I guess you're not really streaming as much, so you're not in the public eye as much.
Well, this is not a face reveal. He's always been
It is your face reveal to the wider public, but how does it feel?
To the people that weren't looking for it.
Yeah, to the people the people who've only heard your donation sounds. Now they've got a face to put to those sounds.
They've got a face to that ridiculous
and
yelling.
A fine haircut, if I do say so.
Yeah, I mean, I try my best. I look good. I sound good. I yell funny things, but ultimately, I'm bad. So the face reveal thing wasn't such a big deal for me because I mean, anybody that wanted to could find out who I am because I'm not good at hiding any of my information and probably find my credit card information. Don't do that, but I'm just saying, just in case.
So. Yeah, it wasn't a big thing for RDT then, but it was certainly a big thing for Sugar Free Nos. You've been streaming.
I wouldn't say it was a big thing. It was just something I had to do. Like it's,
But you've been streaming for a while now.
I've always said that I will add a cam when the content benefits from it, and this content benefits from it. Me playing dumb video games, I feel like it just takes up unnecessary space, in my opinion.
Okay. So you're not going to incorporate the face cam into your streams?
No. No, I have no intention to do that at all. Because I don't like it. I don't like face cams. That's not my thing. I mean, they don't take away, but in my opinion, they don't add anything. So.
All right, fair enough. But how did you feel about the whole face reveal? Was it a bit nervous, or were you just?
Not really. I don't care. It's just I have to do it. Right. I said 2 years ago that we do a podcast, I'll do a face reveal, and I'm a man of my word. So.
Well, there we go. I mean. Yeah, someone said in the chat I expected Nos to look completely different. I said this yesterday.
I've been telling you people that I'm a baby-faced, slightly chubby white boy, and you people don't believe me. So look. Slightly chubby, baby-faced white boy.
We saw a sneak peek of this yesterday when we were obviously getting this all set up. And I said, beautiful. Then I was expecting, his avatar is always this John Marston, Red Dead Redemption character. I was expecting this rugged.
No,
buff,
I'm a poser. I'm a damn jabroni when it comes to cowboy stuff. I'm an absolute jabroni.
I was expecting 3 teeth total and a mullet. But
Now, how about my teeth?
So me and RDT were thinking the opposite ends of the spectrum, and the real thing was somewhere in between. I mean, that works. That works.
somewhere in between.
So, I mean, speaking from my face reveal, I was quite nervous about it. I think a lot of people have probably gone back and seen the video now, the 10K Q&A, where the infamous face reveal happened. It took me 10K subs, though. It took me to get to 10K before I figured I would do a face reveal. But back then I was thinking,
Yeah.
do you know what? If I want to do this even more, I'm going to have to show my face. So let's just do it. Let's make a vlog, as awkward as it's going to be. Let's just get it out there. And
The helmet.
yeah,
on.
it was awkward.
Believe me, I love you, but it was awkward.
It was
man.
so awkward. I mean, I'm glad
it
I
was
did it
very
in a
awkward.
Q&A format. It would have. I think that was a stroke of genius, because it would have been so much more awkward if I just had to ramble to a camera. But having questions that I could read out and then just ask, it helped. But the infamous line of, if there's any girls out there that want a piece of
If
this,
there are any females out there that want a piece of this,
And there ended up being
I'm right
one.
here.
and there ended up being one. I know, can you believe it? I can't. I mean, I was, I'm never gonna live that one down. But it was nerve-wracking. It really was. I was very nervous when that video went up, and I doubt just about what people were gonna think and what people were gonna comment and what they were gonna say. It's nerve-wracking when you're out in the public eye like that, I suppose.
Yeah.
Ton
Ton of insults can be thrown your way. That's for sure.
That is true.
Especially on Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah.
So
Especially on YouTube.
yeah, especially on YouTube. Let me tell you.
Luckily, my whole audience across everything has always been nice. The vast majority have all been nice and mature people, and I've never really had a problem. So that's always nice, and it made it a lot easier. But my recommendation would always be, if you're going to be doing YouTube or specifically Twitch, and if eventually you want to have your face on, you just do it from the start. Because when you've got 5 people watching you, getting your face out there and doing a face reveal to 5 people is a lot easier than doing it to 10,000. So just if you want your face, obviously Nos doesn't want to do streams with his face anyway, but if you do, just do it straight away. Don't hide.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah,
I'd agree with that.
it's a lot easier that way.
Because people get used to it, because you reveal it to like 10,000 people at once. There's going to be some bad apples in there, but if people, they get acclimated to your face, they get used to it, it'll be fine.
I mean, what if those 5 people just automatically stop watching you because of your face? Doing a face reveal to 5 people is a lot sadder as well. It might be easier. Kind of like
I mean that
you're going
is
to class
true.
for the first time.
That is.
Well, I expect my viewership to drop because of my face. That's why I got the hat and the shirt.
No, that's going
to kind
to
of
shoot
equal
through
it
the
out.
roof now. So you can,
You do that on your
Jeez.
streams now. It's going to be a crusade to get you to do face cam
where's
on
the
every
face
stream.
cam? Where's the face cam? Where's your face cam?
Yeah, you have your face cam on. You've done the face reveal now. Get the face cam on. What's this?
No. Because if I do a
see.
face cam, I got to get ready every day. I got to take care of myself. No,
That's true.
Not gonna happen.
That's not necessarily a bad thing, though.
Look, I'm pretty lazy. It took a lot of effort to get into this hat, so.
Okay, fine. All right, so ADT brought up the new, let's say in exclamation marks, DLC, the new game mode for GTA that's coming out on Tuesday.
tiny cars.
Tiny cars. I wonder if that's got something to do with Micro Machines releasing very shortly. Either very shortly or it already has. I
They're
don't
trying
know.
to ride the coattails.
Yeah, I've noticed Rockstar do that from time to time. When a game, like a big game or even just any kind of game releases, that they can make a game mode that's similar to. They tend to do that. They tend to bring that in around the same time. They're quite crafty. I think it's got something to do with I want to try Micro Machines because it's one of my favorite games. But I mean, it looks an interesting game mode in GTA, I suppose.
I mean, it's like what they try to do with Deadline. You can do the top down in Deadline. Does anybody even do that? I don't know. I just don't see how.
I don't play adversary mode, so I don't know.
Yeah, a few times that I did play Deadline, they have the ability to do a top down kind of like Tron, but it just takes away from it. I think racing is going to be a lot dirtier in this top down. But I guess that's kind of the point.
Well, it seemed like they had the weapons available as well, which again goes into that Micro Machines thing. So like Ruiner 2000 with the rockets and whatnot.
With the machine guns and the rockets. Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it it remains to be seen whether you can hold B or circle and be able to get into the normal camera like you can with every other game mode.
I fully expect that to be an oversight.
It probably will be. But yeah, I agree with what the chat said. It might be difficult to control the cars. If you think about trying to control GTA cars, it's not as if it's simple 2D old school micro machines physics.
Yeah.
They're not the easiest to control if you're just throwing them into corners without any thought. So
Yeah, is it going to be a new mode, or is it going to be like you can pick non-contact, GTA?
I don't know.
Like,
I'm
I imagine
almost
it'll just be
certain
adversary
it's an
mode,
adversary
just
mode.
like- and by default, I hate all of them. I've
Yeah.
not played a single one that I've liked, so I stopped playing them. They're just boring.
I'm still salty over the fact that they included the sort of multi-class. Well, you can have different classes in one race in the adversary mode, and the relay racing. That would be so
that
cool
was
if you
good.
could have
That was a good
That was a
idea.
good idea, and they stuck it in adversary mode, and it never gets played.
Yeah.
But I really hate adversary modes, and this is going to just be another adversary mode where you have to. You're all in the same car probably. Ruiner 2000s or whatever.
It'll be
The
played
settings
for
are all set.
a week and then gone.
Yeah, probably.
yeah, unfortunately.
It seems like all the adversary modes are like that. Yeah.
A lot of people like that Resurrection. I don't know why. Resurrection.
I've heard
Like
some
Res-
people do like that, but I don't. I mean, I don't do anything in GTA but race and free mode. That's it. So
Yeah.
I don't have any opinions on any other game mode because I don't play them because I don't like them.
Yeah,
So-
that's
That's
kind
fair.
of where I've got
Okay.
to. Like, I don't really do much other stuff now in GTA.
We talked about this last time in
Yeah.
the last episode of the What Are You Doing podcast. We
Yeah.
talked about how we were right here. You know.
It's.
Yeah.
I guess the reason that they keep doing these adversary modes is because people still enjoy them, and maybe they are something that caters to the wider community. More so
Probably,
than
and
us,
they're
but
probably
I'm-
easy.
Yeah,
they're probably
they've probably
easy.
got a lot of stats revolving around it that show that people play it a lot, and that's why they keep pumping them out. But for us who sort of play it in detail and want new experiences all the time, I feel like the adversary modes certainly lack a little bit of depth. But it's the content creator. It's the content creator that keeps the game alive, in my opinion. And because you
Absolutely.
can't do anything with the
Absolutely.
adversary modes in content creator, you can't change the way that the game modes are.
Yeah.
They have a bit of a not very long lasting lifespan.
I don't know. I just think they've run out of steam. They kind of run out of ideas. And like you said, I haven't noticed it until you said that they're just pumping out new modes that other games are doing. You know, it's if they went to forums or even on their own, you know, what we always say when we go to their website, we're trying to get them to take our ideas. They just need to listen to the community. Nobody wants these
The
adversaries.
problem is we're the vocal minority. No one races in GTA. I mean, GTA is for lulz, not racing. Go play a real racing game. That's the
Yeah.
opinion of the majority of the community. So we're the vocal minority. They don't care, and that's just how it's going to go. So
Go play Gran Turismo.
yeah, exactly.
I think also I've just thought about this. There's kind of a when we were playing GTA 4 on stream, like you realize
Oh,
how much
yes.
better the lobby system is, and
Yes.
how much easier it was to find game modes and find races, and it was just all a lot simpler, and it was a hell of a lot better. But when we started playing GTA 5, me and Tony were playing and just said, this lobby system is terrible, this is ridiculous, why don't they just copy what they did in GTA 4? It was so much better. I feel like now they're realizing the limitations of that whole
Yeah, what
system
they've
that
done.
they've put in, and that's why they're releasing these adversary modes, which are smaller numbers of people, things that everybody will search for like a month or so. People will be able to find games, and then they bring out a new adversary mode and everybody goes to that. Because one of the main problems that people always say is you can never find games, you can never find races, you can never find, you know, anything but stupid races that one person creates and loads up. And that's probably why they've done the stunt races and the premium races as well, because it funnels everybody into these game modes that then stops people from getting frustrated that they can't find other stuff. With populated lobbies and stuff. And I feel like that is a consequence of the terrible lobby system that they put in a 5, and now they're just sort of realizing that they have to keep doing this to be able to.
Yeah, I never thought of it like that, but I agree. I never even thought of that as a reason as to why everything just kind of works. But it could just go back to the fact that there's no lobby system, and it doesn't work like that. So
Yeah, I agree with.
it
Nas.
goes back that far. I never thought.
Nas is the other side.
Oh no! Wait, what? Since when?
Yeah.
I agree
where
with you.
am I?
Nas.
I didn't think about it until just then as well. So I literally just thought of that right now, but it makes sense. It does. Yeah, I think some of the adversary mods are good, but in general, they're not. I thought you were about to kiss the fish then.
I was thinking about it for sure, but
Okay, so I should probably.
what's the next topic?
There are no more topics. We've done them all.
Oh, great!
We
We're only 15,
breezed
15 minutes in.
through
All right, well,
all the topics like so quickly. Oh, we can talk about Twitch and the new subscriber. Things.
I wanted to talk about that next week when we have our guest next week.
Right,
Remember who the guest is going to be?
Okay.
I wanted to save that until next
Oh,
week.
he's gone.
Plus, there might be more info about it next week as well.
Yeah, I suppose that's
So.
true. And if rip RDT. Yeah, he's back. Stream over.
is
Yep,
already-
that's it. See you later, guys.
that-
Thanks for watching.
Really, his internet failed before mine. Are you serious?
No, he actually physically left.
Oh,
What?
physically.
What happened?
Oh.
Nothing. You left.
Where'd
I
you go?
had to get another apple juice.
Oh, apple
Don't worry
juice,
about it.
of course. I should get some apple juice for these streams. I feel the last
gonna have to
episode of
start
the
drinking
What Are
to
You
deal with
Doing
this.
podcast, I had apple juice and it was
Yeah.
a good time.
The funny thing
Yeah,
is,
but
when you
you-
say apple juice, you mean actual apple juice.
I did not mean apple juice. I get.
Look how triggered he is. Look at him over there. Look how triggered he is.
This is the thing. That when we do this, I can see both of them, but they can't see me. So that's just how we have to do it because OBS
I
takes
just
my
know he's
camera.
over there in that
but,
direction,
yeah,
and
then-
RDT's kind of down
I don't know
there.
where anybody is. Apparently, I thought. Nas was
RDT, I
over
guess
there,
I'd be
and
up
Nas was
there
over
from
there.
you. So
Yeah.
you could do some kind of dumb whatever. Look up at me. If
You
want.
dabbing right now, Nas?
No,
You-
absolutely not.
Come on,
I'm too white
throw
to do
one
that.
down. Throw down a dab right
No,
now.
I'm too white. You see the tat in his shirt. I'm too white. Doesn't
You would
work.
get wrecked. I would actually get wrecked by apple juice if if what happens when I eat regular apples has anything to go by. Apple juice would destroy me. This week's track showcase. Okay, so I was ill. I was going to do it on Wednesday, obviously, as the track showcase meant to be, but I was ill after insomnia. And
As always, whenever
as
you
always,
go outside.
yeah,
It seems like every time you go outside, you get sick. So
It's allergic to oxygen. That's it.
It's unbelievable. It's annoying. But yeah, the that will be next week. I've just moved everything back a week, basically. So anyone got anything they want to talk about on this first? This is what I was saying about the first episode being a little bit, a bit just.
is once
feeling
we
our
have a
way
guest to
through.
kind of bounce off of, and
Yeah.
the guest is in a particular realm or a topic, we can just kind of talk about that and drag that out. Like for next week, the subject will be Twitch. That's the idea.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
this week we're kind of at a loss.
yeah. This week we're just getting it all set up for the sake of getting it done. Okay, people want
Yeah,
to
we
talk
had to
about
get this
ice.
first one out
We
there.
had to. It's been so long,
Yeah.
and it's been
been
delayed a
way
further
too long.
month, and then a month again, and it just had to be done. It had to get out there, regardless of how terrible it is to watch or how bad we do. We just had to get it out there.
It's going great.
No, I'm
Well,
not
that's
saying
the
it's going bad. I'm just
I
saying
like
the
that
thought
topic.
process behind it was, even if it was terrible, we just had to get it done. Okay, talk
Yeah.
about i60. All right, there will be a
Oh, okay,
vlog.
we'll do that.
There will be a vlog for i60 going up on Wednesday. But okay, what do you want to know about i60? I mean, it was
How
a
was
Immediately
it?
dive into a topic that only involves one of us.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I know
So have fun.
that doesn't
I'm
help.
glad you were at I-60, Bruffy. That was a lot of fun for us.
Well, you guys are in the U. this is the thing. I've got like my co-hosts are from the US, so we can get an across the pond. I was actually thinking about this. We've got like an across the pond perspective of things, and one's West Coast, one's East Coast. Is that right? Oh no, one's East Coast
I don't
and
know
one's
if
middle.
Look, I'm before any coast. I'm in the Bible Belt. All right, that's where we're at.
That's true.
This is the Bible Belt.
All right, okay.
He's down in moonshine country.
Yeah.
So shooting across the street from my apartment. That's what country I'm in. That's
so we've got that like duality, but then we've also got the fact that like my primary platform for GTA is PS4. This guy's is PC, and this guy's is Xbox One. So we got all bases covered in that respect as well.
There's only one correct base, but we do have them all covered.
Shut up with your PC Master Race scumbaggery. That's going to be I tell
elitist,
you what, I can see this.
We're going to talk about it.
This is going to be a recurring thing throughout the podcast, where Nosso says something PC Master Racy, and I'll go on a big rant every now and then, and I'll get annoyed, I'll get pissed off. It's going to happen. There's going to be at least once during the course of doing this podcast, I'm going to go on a huge rant about it. I can see it happening.
yeah.
What was I talking about?
I don't know. You're talking about coasts and like we're
Oh
American.
yeah, I
And
see.
then you went to coast somehow.
And you're not.
You guys are in the US, so are you going to TwitchCon this year?
No.
No. Why?
Why not?
Why?
Look, I gotta fix my air unit first. I can't be going on trips.
I have to not get shot.
Yeah, you have to.
That's it.
That's a good day.
On the west side of Philly, so.
God. Where is TwitchCon? Is that like in California or something?
Yeah, it's in LA,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah. No, not LA.
Long Beach.
Thanks.
It's gonna be good.
Long Beach, North Side.
I'm gonna pretend that I'm a big professional streamer, and like stand in the vicinity
you're
of
going?
other
Wait,
people.
Wait, what? You're not a professional streamer? Hold on, back up. You're not big? Why am I even here? I'm only here for personal gain. If I can't gain anything from this, then why am I here?
Get in a podcast with someone bigger then. Yeah, I'm going to
Wait,
TwitchCon.
you're going to TwitchCon, bro?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's going to be
You're
fun.
gonna
Should
have a
be pretty good.
layover on the East Coast. I'm assuming you can't go straight to California.
Yeah. You can.
JFK or something.
I'm actually going to San Diego.
Oh, it's in.
It's not a layover. That you're in the same state.
No, I'm staying in San Diego, and I'm going direct from. You can do a direct from Heathrow to San Diego.
That's
Enjoy your time here in America.
That's ridiculous. Why is that ridiculous?
Planes are wild, dude.
Planes-
You just
Think about
discovered
it.
planes.
What? RDT's mind is blown. What?
420 was
was
yesterday,
yesterday, bro.
buddy. I mean, come on.
Oh man.
I mean, just think about planes. Like they're like 300,000 pounds. They just like float. What?
They fly
It's
in the
weird,
air,
dude.
dude. Whoa.
It's
how do you do
crazy.
that?
Oh my god.
Flying United. Yeah, fly United, bruv.
I don't. I think I'll pass on that one. I don't want to get thrown off the plane or anything like that.
When you say thrown off, you mean thrown off.
Yeah, I'm
Physically
literally
thrown off. Yeah.
That's at I-60. There was a pub quiz, and we all had to do various team names for all the tables in this pub quiz. It was quite a large event, but
What was your team name?
ours was Facepalm Scumbags.
Not bad.
But there was so many team names relating to United Airlines, many variations around it.
Yeah.
They were
I saw that. I
hilarious.
looked
Some
at
of
the
them.
list.
It is ridiculous.
Right. Oh. Yeah, that dude got rocked.
He did.
Well, we've already jumped into hot topic real life events. We've just completely
That was a
gone
while
away
ago.
from games.
He got
Well,
TKO'd.
it's one of those podcasts that it can go anywhere. You never know where it's
can
going
go
to end up.
You
We
go
start
here,
with
go over there, go
Chill
over there, go down
podcast,
there.
bro.
I mean, I had a list of things to talk about. We got through that in like 10 minutes. So now I know
As you
that
do.
that kind of list will last 10 minutes. I can
5 topics at
I
least.
can better associate how long we're going to need and how long a list we're going to need for the kind of topics that we're going
I
to talk
think
about.
we need to start a spreadsheet. You need to start a spreadsheet for this if you don't already have one. We need a sheet that we can all contribute to, and throw in topics and guests and stuff like that.
It's probably
we'll
a good
have to,
idea. My life
we'll have
revolves
to do
around
that.
spreadsheets. It is. They are the glue that binds us all together.
I disagree.
Send me a hammer in here. He's our Google boy, isn't he?
we got
That'd be later.
spreadsheets. They just work. See, the chat knows. The chat knows.
They never worked for me. I can't get them to work. You need a degree in spreadsheets to make those things work. So I can't do math. So I can't spell either.
Damn.
Like, there's only 2 words I know how to spell, and that's divorce and banana. That's it. Those are the only 2 words I know how to spell. So
a Boeing 747 weighs about 450 tons. That's crazy.
Thank you for that fun fact. We were on 5 minutes ago. Thank you.
Dude.
This is RDT's revelation of how good planes are.
Oh man, those scientists, they're something else.
What? Boys, I can't get up. Is this going to be a segment of the podcast every single week where RDT has some major revelation?
An RDT's cheap beer minute. Oh, RDT's cheap beer minute, and also revelations, I guess, is a good one.
What? Wait, you don't drink beer? No, you drink apple juice.
I drink
it's apple
pure
juice.
Genesee apple juice, cream ale apple juice. Yeah. That's $14 per 30 cans of apple juice. Greatest deal I can find.
So RD, what did you say? RDT's what minute?
Cheap beer minute.
Cheap apple juice minute.
Cheap apple juice minute.
Is this so? This is going to be where you give us deals on the showcase the best cheap apple juice
it
around.
It can just be cheap. Any type of apple juice. Whiskey apple juice, beer apple juice, stuff like that.
Can I just ask first of all? Is this suggestions you're going to give to people, or are you asking for suggestions so you can then go get hammered on apple juice?
It's going to be like a review.
It's going to be a review.
Like an apple juice review, I see.
Apple juice reviews.
Have you got that prepared for this week?
No. I mean, I could just.
That's next week.
That's next week. Okay, the segments will start next week. What are we going to have? Some segments?
Boats can float. That's ridiculous.
Obviously, we're going to have a guest. We're going to have RDT's revelation and apple juice segment now. What are the we're going to have the Q&A at the end with the community. That's going to be a thing.
Yeah,
we're doing that today too, right?
No, that's next week.
It's next week.
We've said that repeatedly.
Repeatedly. He is correct. Repeatedly.
What other segments are we going to have? We'll take ideas from the chat. What segments do you want? We need musical stings for segments. I think that's over our head. A little bit.
What? Rap battle at some point, just saying,
Oh goodness.
It's
I think A to the J is still here, so you might get him worked up.
He's gonna type in all.
A to the J.
Now shows us a rednecky item segment. Look, I just told you
He's wearing a hat right now.
I'm a jabroni. Look, I had to get this hat from my uncle, and this hat has done more in its entire life than I ever thought about doing. Okay? So, I'm a poser. Alright? Don't be expecting anything like that from me.
Chill update.
I just play the character. I'm just a method actor, okay? And when I go out into the real world, that's just role research, okay?
A new segment related to cars and motorsport. Yeah, we'll have some sort of motorsporty car thing, and in real life cars, someone has to fill off. I have a car? Do you?
I do have a car as well.
I do not.
You do not have a car.
It's got a tractor.
Yeah,
it's way better.
Yeah, a tractor.
Got an interloper. Yes.
Oh.
Hello.
This is a random.
I'm curious. We're in the middle of the podcast. Well, podcast.
Hello, Xerxes.
Podcast hype.
Podcast hype.
You
did it. He did it.
Yeah.
Unofficial guest.
You're going to be a guest on this podcast 1 week.
I'm not cool enough.
You're not cool enough. No. Yeah, of course she is.
Please, I'm on this show. Come on now.
Then I'd be cool.
Yeah, she wants your hat. Okay. Well, we can work something out.
Pink one.
A pink one. Okay, we'll get that for when you're on the podcast.
I see a me.
What?
I see a me.
Yeah, you're in the chat. There you are. Look.
Cool. Okay, have fun. I'm sorry. I was just curious.
Yeah, of course.
See Xerxes say this. What, am I not enough for you people? Come on. I went through great lengths to be here.
Part of the schedule, just saying. Maybe
no,
invite her next time.
People don't think the tractor is big or green enough, so I don't really think it's that sexy.
What's your car, RDT?
My car, I drive a 2004 two-door Honda Accord with like 67,000 miles or something like that. And a rear bumper that is indented right now because someone kicked it.
Someone kicked
It's
it?
a beautiful machine. Yeah. It's really annoying because now my bumper is over my exhaust pipe.
Ah,
Oh wow,
that's why did someone kick it?
Philadelphia, man.
Because it's
Philadelphia.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
okay.
It's-
Okay.
it was,
So
it
we
was
got
outside. That's why they kicked it. It was just,
it was outside and ripe for the kicking.
yes. Rice it up.
Sounds
So
about
we
right.
got two
Closest-
Hondas. Two Hondas.
The closest thing I have to a car, I could drive it if I want to, but when I tell you what it is, you'll know why. It's a 1997 Chevrolet Cavalier 4-door in white. It's a
Ooh.
pussy-getting machine, let me tell you. It's got
Cocaine
140,000
Cavalier.
miles on it, and it's... I don't want to ever look at it, so I
Do you
don't.
wear that hat when you drive it?
No.
That sounds like the first question you guys should ask every guest that comes on. What car do you drive? I mean, yeah, that works.
That sounds pretty good.
For the purposes of clarity, I drive a 2007 Honda Civic Mark 8. So for those who sometimes
bro.
people ask what car I have in real life. So we're Honda bros. VTEC power.
into the, a lot of people say, or I saw somebody say the Philly. Yeah, it's known as the city of brotherly love, but the people that live here know it's the city of brotherly shove. So it's not.
So we're looking at. I was just looking back on the ideas for segments. We got random Wikipedia pages and talk about the content. We got
Of random Wikipedia
No.
page.
choke
Yeah,
of the week clips. People
Ooh,
could submit us.
Ooh,
So,
that
yeah.
I kind of like that.
Sounds
Since it is
interesting.
the Choking Hazard podcast.
The Choking Hazard pod. Yeah, it's in the name. Oh, yeah, we haven't talked about the name. We'll talk a bit more depth next week about the name, but obviously relating to the fact that that was the other thing that we all had in common. Apart from being on different platforms, that's not something that we have in common, but we cover all the bases. The thing that we have in common on those platforms is that we're all GT2 drivers in the MCC on those primary platforms.
Ooh.
you
Yeah.
drove in every single GT, so
Yeah, but primarily
On his
GT2
main
driver.
platform.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
main platform I was a GT2
okay.
driver. And if there was ever
Yeah.
to be an MC EC4, I would probably be back in GT2 there as well. I was saying if, that's not a confirmation. Don't start getting excited, chat. It's
Yo,
not-
MCC4 confirmed.
No, I didn't say that.
Hashtag
I
MCC4
just said if.
happening this summer.
If.
Fantastic. Good job.
Damn it. God damn it.
Yeah,
GTA
I was
car of
a
the
I was a
week.
GT2 driver. I should have won the first, but I looked at Jerry and got beached on a rock.
Oh no.
You choked it.
Yeah, I choked it.
No, didn't you? You both choked the first race of MCC3, right?
Did
You were
I?
both in
Oh,
the lead.
I did in the Stinger. We were in the Stinger, and I was in like second, and I missed a mid
You know,
drive
the
on
Stinger,
the last
Stinger was
lap.
GT3.
That was
You were in the
GT3.
Coquette. Coquette
the
Classic.
Coquette. That's right. Coquette. Yeah, I missed in mid drive in the left-hander coming into the Sandy Shores section. That's right across from the railroad
Yeah,
turn.
yeah.
You know the one I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
I missed that mid drive there. Vicstro got it, and he beat me.
Yeah.
So we both choked it.
There you
Pretty
go.
hard.
And I choke all the time. So this is the Choking Hazard podcast. But
Roll call.
ADT, I know ADT's going to have a bone to pick with this. Go on.
I need to clear this up right now with everybody watching.
I fully agree with this, by the way. What he's about to say, I know what he's about to say, and I fully agree with it.
I don't know what he's
when
gonna
you're
say.
in 15th place or whatever and you crash into a wall, that's not a choke. Choking is when a high pressure situation, you're like first to fifth, you're either on a good lap, and you crash and you lose your position. Every little crash is not a choke, it's a crash.
Thank you.
I
Thank
need to
you.
change that command.
The
I
choke
need to
counter.
change.
Anytime if someone crashes into me, it's clearly
fixed.
their fault. I get thrown across the track. It wasn't anything to do with me. Someone will put choke counter. That's another one for the choke counter.
The
Choke
choke counter
emote
is
goes
fixed.
in the chat. It's not a choke. I was like in last place anyway. That's not what a choke is. People
not a
don't
choke.
understand. I mean, I choke all the time anyway. You don't need to make up chokes even for just every single crash. I choke in these high pressure situations anyway. But yeah, the choke counter is rigged. It's like it's at least 3 times higher than it should be.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I fully agree.
I don't have an opinion. Keep doing what you're doing, chat. You're doing a great job.
Of course. So yeah, we all have a propensity for choking. So it works. It works well with the choking hazard, and it is.
Everybody
I guess this
chokes
is my podcast, so it was always going to be choking related, and these are my co-hosts, and we all choke. And maybe that's a guest that we could ask the guest every week. Like, what's your biggest choke in GTA racing or life? Maybe.
Yeah, or life, because we might have people that are not in GTA racing.
Yeah,
that might be a thing.
This is
True.
So what car? What's your car, and what's your biggest choke in life?
Yeah,
that's probably pretty good. I'd say.
Oh man. Okay. Do we have anything more to say, or are we good for the first episode?
Well, someone brought it up earlier. We could talk about the amount of cheaters on PC in GTA Online.
About that.
You don't know? Neither of you know what's going on right now. It's a disaster.
I've heard that. Like I heard a little bit about.
PC? Really?
This is
That
why
community is so solid.
Hacking on PC.
So nice.
This is the thing. Like every platform has its advantages and disadvantages, but nobody sees the disadvantages on their own platform. They only see all the good parts.
I know Xbox is
Yeah,
a piece
I
of
don't
crap,
see the
but people are
disadvantages
great.
because I
Yeah.
play in private sessions. No one should be playing in public sessions on GTA.
Yeah, I
Online.
saw something about the like people were changing people's levels or something, but that was a few weeks ago, was it? Has it escalated
That's
since
been
then?
recent. A couple of people that I know are like $0, 0 level, and they had millions, and they were level 500, 600, somewhere in there, all down to
Wow.
0, done, gone.
Someone just mentioned the Flyers.
Wow, that's crazy. So it's just you got to stay out of public sessions.
Basically,
I mean, when we did the last stream, was it the i60 stream we were on PC, or the one before that? I'm sure there was a modder even within the stream crew, and he sent us all
it's
through
so
the
easy
ground
to
or
use
something.
and run. It's so easy.
It's ridiculous. But how can they? What can they do? Like, how can they possibly
Not have
fix
a
it?
peer-to-peer based matchmaking system.
Yeah.
That's number one.
Yeah.
Have dedicated servers with proper anti-cheat. I mean, it's not the cheaters' fault. Let's be honest. It's Rockstar's fault. They didn't do a good enough job. They went with a peer-to-peer system, and you get what comes with that. That's just how it works.
Oh, he's
So-
gone again.
RDT's left us again.
He's left us. Oh, he's back. That was quick. Yeah. To be
Did I
fair,
miss anything?
I think
But-
if for GTA 6, whenever it happens, if it happens, and we get a new GTA Online offering, it has to be dedicated servers. In 2017, that apple juice sound.
Don't worry about it.
They have to have dedicated servers on a multiplayer game these days. It has to be a thing. You can't do peer to peer anymore.
No, you just cannot.
RDT doesn't look like I thought enough.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't look enough like you wanted me to.
Yeah.
What you don't? What is his undercut not good enough for you? Do you think you look more like a hipster?
That's not an undercut. Really.
If you'd been like 70% of what he thought you were going to look like, you would have been fine. But because you're only like 40%, it's just not enough. That's it. He's he's unhappy.
What a shame.
Yeah.
0.4. Yeah, let's get him. Talk
But
about.
everyone always sees, the bad parts of cheating. The people draining levels and everything. But things like the shenanigans that we did, if you've watched those on this channel,
Yeah, and all the events, the special events. that
yeah,
we've
and
done.
all the special events, those things couldn't be done without it. So it's kind of it's
But
a
no.
hard situation.
They
I
could
think.
be done without it if Rockstar weren't so tight on how their
but-
controls of everything. If we could have emergency races and multi-class races and cater the experience to what we wanted directly in the game, then that's why these RP servers are becoming so popular.
Yeah,
the-
we could talk about that too. That's
I
a good
really
topic
want to
we
get
could talk
involved
about.
in that. I really do.
That has taken off.
Yeah.
GTRP has just sailed into popularity. It's pretty good because you get a lot of large streamers in there, playing their characters, and you got a lot of people who aren't streamers who are good characters, and it's really taken Twitch by storm.
I really want to get involved. I want to just get in there and do something. I'm so into that roleplay aspect. I always used to watch the Arma 3 videos and stuff like that, and DayZ, and just I want to do that, but it's just knowing where to start and what to do. But I noticed Rockstar put up a little thing on their website about unofficial servers, and it can get taken down. Then I think they've put that up there as something to fall back on. Like if they've got
when they start banning people,
if something
right,
happens that's a problem, they can take it down and say, look, we've always said this. But they can leave up the popular ones or the ones that aren't doing anything wrong, as long as people own the game and stuff.
Firecool, notice my mic.
Because
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Because they're getting so much more popularity from it. GTA is getting out there with these big streamers all playing it. It makes people want to get back into the game. So there's no negatives for their aspect, but yeah, I want to get involved in that.
It's always kind of been looked down upon by Rockstar, I think. The third party servers. So,
yeah.
Hey Xerxes, how you doing?
Yeah, I think it all comes down. It all comes down to the money again, doesn't it? And the shark cards. But
I guess
with
so.
PC being such
I
a
did
mess.
see I forget where I saw it posted, but I did see a decent explanation for the shark cards. I think it was in one of the Slack chats.
Blah blah blah. This is the only way we can give you the free content and not split up the community. Yada yada. Whatever. Just I don't have a problem with shark cards. It's their low value that's my problem.
Yeah, they are ridiculous. Having
a boat that is a glorified safe house that costs $100 is unacceptable, in my opinion. It just is.
Yeah, that's fair.
So,
it is the gross cost of the shark cards. I mean, having the microtransactions in the first place would be fine, but the amount that you get for your money is just insanely small.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, it used to be okay when the game launched, and then prices went up and up and up and up, and they kept going. So that's where we're at now.
Yeah.
They've kind of come back down recently, though, with some of the new cars. I will give them credit. Like the Turismo Classic not being $4 million is an achievement, I will say. So,
yeah, but then on the other hand, they also brought in all the special vehicles that were extortionate prices as well.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
so it's a balancing act, I guess.
Yeah.
It's
interesting that
people,
some people say about GTA 6 and hope that they've got their shit together for GTA 6 and all these issues that they have of the game and don't have that, and the shark cards not being so bad.
I thought he was black. I'm so sorry. He's not black, but he's the blackest guy here. So,
still looking for the white women.
But yeah, it's going to be so much worse for GTA 6. They're going to have it right from the start. They realised they missed a trick, I think, with the shark cards, and that's why the prices just increased. And they realised how much money they could make a little bit too late to capitalise on it as much as what they would have liked. Because, I mean, the first DLC pack was free. The Beach Bum DLC.
It was the Beach Bum. You remember that? I remember that very well because it took a while. My cop cars I had back on 360 because I glitched them into my garage.
Yeah.
This was ages ago, and it took them all because this was back when you had one garage.
Yeah.
And I filled that thing up. It was 10 of them.
Yeah.
And all gone. When I came back to an empty white room and some flip flops.
They're gonna monetize everything. Every single thing will be buyable. The shark cards will be in from the start. The prices will be balanced the way that they want them to be, rather than how they've been balanced at the start of GTA 5, where it was, you could say, reasonable. Like, the most expensive car at the start of GTA 5 was $1 million, wasn't it? With the adder.
The adder.
So we've come a long way since then, and most of the top sports cars were 100k, 200k. That's not going to happen for GTA 6. Or free.
So.
Yeah, the Elegy, still the best. At least that's still
the best after all this time.
Yeah, but
I don't know. Is that true?
What?
Massacro is probably better if you initiate a Slife Drift or something like that. don't know,
Please.
something like that.
Let that joke die.
This guy.
Just let it die.
Drift pasta.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's not really Rockstar. It is Take-Two. Take-Two are
Yeah,
notorious
I'd
for
agree with
being money driven to the point of ridiculousness, and it is a lot of them. But yeah, Slight Drift. God damn it! God, you know what? That's how we're gonna end. That's how we're gonna end the first episode.
That's how it's gonna
That's
happen,
how it's
right?
gonna end. So
Okay.
yeah, that is going to be it for the first episode. In future episodes, we'll have we'll have the segments all sorted out.
It'll be
we're
a
gonna have
more
a guest
quality
on.
production.
Yeah, topics to talk about. It's gonna get better. It's gonna change as the podcast goes on. Obviously, every single week is gonna get a little bit different and hopefully better. You never know, but
It'll get better, trust me.
we're in it for the long haul now. We've started it. We've got the first
Yeah.
one done. From this point on, it should be at least a little bit easier than as long as this first one's taken. So the next one will be next week, and these are going to go up on YouTube, and they're going to be uploaded every single week as well. So
Yeah.
hopefully you
Need some
guys
quality
enjoyed.
Content.
Yeah, hopefully
Hopefully.
you guys enjoyed it. and
One
we'll
1
continue
hour,
to
I feel
enjoy it.
cheated. I do.
Well, we
too.
have
Yeah, I do
we have
too.
after podcasts.
We
Yeah, we
to
got
do.
stuff
Yeah.
to do after.
Yeah,
so.
right now, because it's non-GTA Friday stream, we're going to start playing some games, and we're going to all play some games together. But obviously, for those people watching this on YouTube afterwards, you're not going to see all that. So, you know, if you
Yeah,
want
so
to
tune into the stream.
Yeah,
Maybe you
I
can
say
join
this
us
about
in
the
the stream
content
every
creator
Friday.
streams as well. If you want to see the podcast a few days early, get there as soon as it's done. You can watch it live, get involved in the chat, come to the streams on Friday. I'm actually impressed. This is the most amount of viewers I think we've ever had on a Friday. About 300
I told
pretty
you
much
this
all
was
the
gonna
way
be
through.
good.
I'm
How many
impressed.
people is it?
About
I'm not looking.
300 all the way through, so I'm impressed.
People.
Yeah, don't look if you're gonna get nervous. Don't look. All right,
I've
guys,
got the viewers right there.
that'll be
Looking
it
at it the whole time.
for the first
You want
episode
chairs?
of the podcast.
My
We
chair's
shall
so
see.
shit.
Here we go. There's
Just a
yeah.
wicker
That's how we
chair.
should end it. We need to see the chairs. We need to see the chairs. There we go. There's RDTs. Come on, Nos. Show your chair.
Come on.
There it is.
There you go.
Look at that
He's wearing
shine.
jeans too. He's wearing
Look at that
jeans.
shine.
He's a real American.
I hope you're happy with that.
There we
Hope
go.
you're happy.
Okay, guys, that'll be it for the
Sounds good.
podcast. We shall see you next week to do this all over again with guests and segments and maybe
are
a
you-
little,
are you
little bit
happy?
more professional. Okay. See you all later, guys. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for watching, everybody.